Okay.
So you know.
Okay. Right. Behave. Got it. My question was valid though. I'm like, when did I become a taxi? They're like, well, I understand, Dad. You know, Dad. I get that. I'm Dad. I don't mind helping out. I have spent more time in my car driving around in the last week, in the 7 days since my granddaughter has been born, than I have in the last month taking people back and forth to work. Now, not complaining because, well, yeah, I am. I'm fucking complaining. It's just fucking ridiculous. That's what it is. And I'm trying to be civil about it. It's just not so fucking easy these days. Going, hey, you know that all that money y'all just spent on that hardwood flooring that you just put in your house? Yeah. You know you could have used that as a down payment on a car, right? So that you didn't have to depend on people like me. Constantly go, I don't, if it's an inconvenience, it's always an inconvenience. If I have to get up off of my fat, lazy ass and do something, it's inconvenient for me. I said what I said. Does that mean I'm not going to do it? No, it's my kids, for Christ's sake. But that doesn't mean it's not inconvenient. And I love that. Well, you know, if it's an inconvenience, motherfucker, what led you to believe that it wasn't? I now have questions. I don't mean to be the bad guy. Absolutely, yes, I do. I ain't fucking playing. I love being the bad guy. Matter of fact, I've been the bad guy so often, I don't know how to be anything else. I find that especially disconcerting when my ex-wife, who gets to see my other grandchildren every week, sent me, unsolicited, by the way, sent me a picture of my grandsons who I haven't seen since 2020. My first thought was, what do you want?
I was going to ask.
Like, I got good news, honey, and I got bad news. The good news is, I appreciate you sending me the picture of the kids. Because I haven't seen my grandchildren since 2020, when they were little. What do you fucking want? Like, I would do anything for love. I sure as hell ain't doing that. I ain't that drunk. There's not enough alcohol. He give you the new field sobriety test. Text your ex. Nah, I'm good. Okay, you're sober. I have to find the rest. There's two parts to the joke. That's just the second part. I have to find the rest of it because it's funny. I sent it to my state trooper friends that thought it was like, that's terrible. Funny as hell, but it's terrible. I cannot believe you would send that to us. Why would you do that? I'm like, you know that you and your wife are both state troopers, and you know your wife is sitting over there laughing her ass off right now reading this shit. Like, I don't even have to hear y'all. I can see it through the text message that she is laughing her ass off, so don't play with me. She thought that shit was funny.
When corporations as mighty as nations rule the seas and
Okay,
dominate the world's valuable trade routes.
I have to scroll through the 7,000 pictures of my grandchild who's a week old.
And exploitation, uniting in battle for global supremacy. From the Indian Ocean.
How about this one? I love it wet, juicy, and in a nice pink and red color. Sometimes it gets the hands sticky, but I don't mind. Watermelon is amazing. Not where you went with that one, huh?
Not at all.
Right. Okay. Your mama's so ugly, her dildo went limp. Goddamn, Dave. Goddamn.
Ow.
People have reported a man going into local craft stores and dipping his testicles in glitter. It's pretty nuts. No. How about this one? It's going to be one of those days. The voices in my head are fighting. My imaginary friend is running in with scissors, and at one point, one of my personalities wandered off.
Look, a British ship. She shot through. Easy prey.
Always room for more riches in our hold.
That's terrifying.
She's vulnerable to a broadside. Fire!
I'm pretty busy today, so if you could just go ahead and defend yourself for me, that would be great. Thanks. I mean, that's where we're at, isn't it?
I sank a ship. Yo ho, yo ho. Oh.
Who's a hoe?
Spread the sails. Our fortune's turned.
You know what? Don't answer that question. Just leave it alone.
It's the British fleet. All hands to battle station.
Minnows?
Let's take that cargo and send them to death.
Husband Daycare Center. Oh, I have to read this. Need time to yourself? Need time to relax? Want to go shopping? Leave your husband with us. We look after him for you. You only pay for his drinks. I mean,
You put it like that.
I want to steal a donut truck and go on a high-speed chase because it would be funny watching cops chase the donut truck on the news. I'm just saying.
Here comes the flagship. Sink that wall.
You were swerving a lot, so I have to conduct a sobriety test. Okay, let's get Taco Bell. No, text your ex. No, okay, you're good. That's what it was. The new field sobriety test. It's a little bit funny.
Agreed.
It's a pirate's life for me. By the way, that fucking shows up on the Disney music channel, Disney Hits,
Yeah.
a lot. Like the Pirates of the Yo. I'm like going, great. This is what we're doing today, huh? You
Yep.
can't have me driving down the street screaming, pirate! It's very bad for business. Although I do ride down the street screaming, dumbass! So I mean, pirate might be better. Might be better. For me at least. I don't know, man. I spend too much time around here driving with dumbasses.
I mean, you said
How
it.
do you know they're dumbasses? Have you seen them drive? A. Okay. What's your next piece of proof, Mr. Smarty Guy? See rule 1. I've seen them drive. The fuck? Maybe it's just me. Speaking of, I've seen them drive. So I'm pulling in to pick the missus up from the plant yesterday, right?
Yeah.
The plant has its own entry and exit road that goes to their parking lot off of a service road. So this the only thing that's on this road. There's a little strip mall that has like a Subway and a couple other businesses and like business like construction stuff in it, right?
Yeah.
two of the idiots, and I say this in the kindest possible sense of the term idiot. Dumb fuck is the actual term I want to use. Two of the dumb fucks that work with my wife, one had rear-ended the other in the middle of the roadway at the exit to their little side street. And I'm like, how did you not see your coworker in front of you? I have questions, and then I stopped myself and went, no, I do not. Because that would imply that I want answers, and I don't, because I already know the answer to the question that I'm about to ask. Because they're stupid, and they had their phone pressed to their fucking face. That's how they did not see, just like me almost getting hit in the parking lot, parked. Like, how do you almost hit a parked car in a parking lot? I really have that question. I have to ask that question. And it's not like I was parked in the roadway. I was in a parking spot facing away from the roadway toward the front of my vehicle was pointed toward the side of the building. And one of these idiots almost hit me. And then they were like, oh, my bad, I didn't see you. That's what bothered me. Not that they almost hit me. My bad, I didn't see you. If you can't see my silver fucking car when the sun is shining on it,
Oh, look, it's Pirate Jesus.
and it's parked, maybe. Oh, you did Pirate Jesus too?
I'm looking at Pirate Jesus right now.
My character looks like Pirate Jesus. I'm just saying.
Doing it.
It's like, maybe, just maybe, y'all shouldn't be driving a motherfucking car. Oh, I might be the bad guy here for saying that out loud, even. Really sure that I'm the bad guy for saying this shit out fucking loud. Because what I'm thinking is, these fucking half-wits, and that's being generous, are going to get somebody killed, and it's probably going to be me.
More than likely.
You know, given the way everything else is going in this country, I'd just like that fucking to go back to Hawaii and be left the fuck alone, all right?
You and me both.
Just find somebody that's related to the fucking Iolani family. Put the crown back on their head. I will fucking apply for a visa so I can stay there. Throw all the
You
Americans
don't
out.
need. I mean, you don't need a visa to go to Hawaii.
Now you don't.
Did you not catch the find a member of the Iolani family? Put a crown
Well,
on
there's
their
that.
head. That requires the Kingdom of Hawaii to return, not the state of Hawaii. Because we just cut them right out of the United States so we can deal with less stupidity, is what I'm saying. I'm with it.
I'm hip. Oh.
I mean, I'm not even mad about it. And you know, somebody's gonna be like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not a kingdom, it's a state. Bitch, maybe if you knew your history, you'd know that it was a fucking kingdom before the United States stole it from the Hawaiian people. But hey, what do I know? I know nothing, Jon Snow. I know nothing. Wait, that's you know nothing, Jon Snow. Never mind. Same thing.
Ready to rule the seas? Yes, I am. Me and Pirate Jesus are gonna take it over.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy shit, did you see that shark?
Damn it.
And
You're
welcome
gonna
back,
go to hell
Dave.
for that. I mean, if that, I got bad news for you. If that's on the list of things that are gonna send me to hell, baby, I'm not even close to worried.
We survived the battle, and now you arrive to help prove
That was
it out.
funny.
Oh, look,
There we go.
it's the beta again.
No.
I've seen
The hell you say?
I'm sure you will steer us true to Satan.
At least I can see, and there's no watermarks this time.
Yeah.
I mean,
What will we retrieve from the wreck? More than
my first thought was, oh look,
I will reveal
I think we played this alpha before. I mean,
but this will not be your path forward, friend.
like, didn't we play this like 3 years ago with a watermark in it? It was an alpha then, and they were like, it's gonna be the greatest thing since fucking Betty White.
Chase it
Um,
among the scattered
only because Betty White is older than sliced bread, and well, personally,
Freeman's
monkey
Lake
can't have the
lighthouse.
carbs. Not with how much is fucking. Hey, look, did you ask the doctor for fucking heart medication too after that fucking pricing?
No, but I'm gonna have to. I need to call them
Right.
actually,
Can go even
because
I
I'm
saw the
done. I'm
pricing.
done fucking with it. Like, you're gonna give me something I can fucking afford. Like,
I saw the price tag and almost had a heart attack in the middle of fucking H&R Block. What the fuck? And of course, the people at H&R Block are like, "What is wrong with this guy?" I'm like, "Fuck all that shit, man." Guess who's gonna be eating sugar if I'm gonna go? Fuck it, I'm going with a smile.
that's about how it made me feel. You know
Yeah,
what I did? I ordered Chinese food after that. Like,
Right, I don't fucking
fuck
blame you.
it.
I'd have went and got fucking ramen straight from the ramen shop. I don't give a fuck. If I've got to go, I'm going happy. I said be happy, goddamn. I mean, goddamn. And the lady's like,
It's fucking $600 goddamn dollars.
right?
How am I gonna pay a house payment for fucking drugs to keep me from dying from taking too much sugar in? Like, what?
I don't know what happened. Because I'm like, I said, I bet the next text he sends me is, I have to decide whether to take my fucking diabetes medication or eat this month. Fuck
And
that
I
medication.
did.
It sure is up. The people in H&R Block are like, that is just so rude. I said, no, you don't understand. He sent me this shit so I would see it because he knows what my reaction is going to be. That I'm with him going, fuck you and Big Farm and all of you bastards that are like, no. There should be no fucking universal health care in America. We should have to pay $700 for medication every month and have to decide whether we are allowed to eat
Where were you, Captain?
or whether we have to work 7,500 hours a month. For those of you playing at home, there's 168 hours in 1 week. There are 4.25 weeks in a month. There aren't 7,800 fucking hours in a month. Just so we're clear. What I'm saying is, we live in a situation where people with health insurance, like Monkey, who has health insurance, can't get the fucking health insurance company to pay for shit because some president cut a deal with a big farm, and they're like, cool, we can fuck everybody now. It's like an old bull and a young bull standing at the top of the hill looking down over a field of cows. The young bull says, hey, let's run down there and fuck one of those cows. The old bull looks at him and says, how about we walk down, fuck them all? And that's what Big Farm is doing right now, is fucking us all. And we're going, thank you, it's freedom. That's right, you have the freedom to be anally raped by your insurance company and thank them for it. Welcome to America. Oh, and on top of that, we're forced to purchase fucking health care, which covers like this. I mean, so, fuck it.
Hence why the pills
Healthcare.
stayed behind the counter and Monkey walked the fuck away. Because, no.
Right. 'Cause- and if you don't buy health care, they just keep your federal income tax return. So you're damned if you do, because you can't afford your fucking scripts. And you're damned if you don't, because we had one president force us to buy health care, and another one made adjustments to the program that forces us to buy health care and said, guess what? Big Farm is a business. They can charge us whatever the fuck they want. As long as I get my 10%, I don't care. And we, the American people, sat by and clapped while all of this happened because we thought things would be better. I got news for you. Things have not been better since Ronald fucking Reagan was in office. Hell, I don't even know. I mean, like, look, don't get me wrong. When Clinton was in office, you could walk in anywhere and get a job. But minimum wage was fucking $3.75 an hour. Then again, a loaf of bread didn't cost fucking $9.75 either. A gallon of gas wasn't $3.20. Now you could afford food. I mean, not much else, you know, because let's face it. As I'm sitting here, and my rent cost went up 27% this month, which turns out isn't a unique thing to me. Michigan is in the top 3 in states of the amount of rent jumping. The amount rent prices have jumped this month, or this year, already.
Oh, really?
And it's in double figures, the amount of jump. So that means a bare minimum of a 10% jump in rent. Bare minimum. In my case, it was a 27.5% jump in rent. Now, granted, given the fact that my rent was supposed to go up, you know, say 3% every year for the last 10 years, I'm still getting a discount because it's only 27.5% instead of 30. But still, going from paying $725 to $1,000 a month is a big fucking hop when you're told, like, oh, by the way, tomorrow when you pay rent, it's $725. But when you pay rent on the, you know, 1st of March, it'll be $1,000. Hey, can you put my balls in that fucking vice and twist it a little harder? Because I was really enjoying that.
Great.
I mean, it is what it is. I can't, you know, I mean, I could complain, but nobody fucking wants to hear it. I was stunned, almost speechless. And knowing me, how often does that happen, John?
It's hard to fucking pull off. Like, just saying.
I mean, I haven't shut up since you hit start on the stream.
Can confirm.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Hey, look,
You're alive to
I'm
check.
sorry, dude. Like, I actually tried to get my fucking the Jardian shit that they wanted me to get, and I'm like, yeah, this drug may be good for diabetes, but it's not good for my fucking pocketbook. Like, I can't.
It's not good for fucking heart disease. I'll tell you that right now. You're gonna have a heart attack. Look at the price.
Right. Right.
It's not heart disease. Bullshit. It's not. That'll kill me just as easy. I can't. I could. And you know what's even worse? Is I'm watching fucking episode 3 of Halo earlier. And the Jardiance commercial comes on where the woman is singing and all happy and stuff like, Jardian helped me manage my A1C. I'm like, but not helping my buddy manage anything because his stress levels are through the roof. So he's got a price tag. And used to could, and maybe it's just me, but used to could, you would get, you know, hey, if you cannot afford this medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help you afford it. You don't get that anymore. They're like, fuck you, the horse you rode in on, and everybody in the fucking general vicinity. Because we don't fucking care.
There's a discount card that it might take it down to $10 for like a month. I'm like, okay, what do I do after the month?
Right. Hey, what do I do next month when it's fucking $700 again? I have questions. Right? You know?
Right. I'm sorry. You get me a month closer to being bankrupt. Okay, thanks.
Yes, I would like some chocolate ass lube. That's all I'm saying.
I have
my good.
so many questions about how the fuck are people paying for this shit?
selling their soul, bud.
Like, that's my biggest question. Like, are they taking loans out to get this medication? Like,
No. No. Now you understand how Trump got so many votes. They sold their souls to the devil, and that's what he's making them do. Oh, I'm kidding. It's a bad political joke. Don't get your fucking panties in a wad.
I mean,
Well, they might have had to sell their souls to the devil, though. I don't fucking know, because Jesus Christ had nothing to do with those prices.
it's ridiculous, dude. Like, I can't.
Like I said, you know what my wife said, by the way? She saw the price. She goes, we could put him on our insurance and claim he's one of our kids. That way he only has to pay $15 a month. I said he's over 26. Sorry, that doesn't
Yeah,
work.
it doesn't work.
It's a nice thought. He's over the age of 26.
Well, and that's my thing, though. I have info insurance. I shouldn't have to worry about it.
No, you don't. You have in case shit. In case shit happens, you might have coverage. That's what you have. You do not have insurance.
You're not wrong about
And
that.
everybody laughs at my wife for making friggin' less than $20 an hour working at a UAW job. But you know what? You know how much my prescriptions cost me every month? Like first off, I get a 90-day prescription, and it's about the one is $3,000 every 90 days. I pay $15 out of pocket. Insurance company covers the rest of it. So say what you want about her getting paid less an hour. That Blue Cross and Blue Shield that she has because she's getting paid less an hour makes it worth it.
Dude.
Oh, I know.
I
I saw that shit and was like, this has got to be a joke, right? Like, look, Monkey sent me some funny shit. No, Dave.
Funny shit,
Dave,
all
that's
right.
Not, that's not Monkey being funny, Dave. That's Monkey fucking shitting his pants because that's the real price.
Definitely shit my pants. Definitely.
I about shit my pants when I saw the price tag. Are you kidding me? Like, who can afford that shit? I don't even think Biden can afford that shit. And he gets paid fucking, $500,000 a year. Granted, Biden probably has more than just one medication to take, considering he doesn't know where the fuck he's at half the time, and the other half he's not sure. Again.
Like, how in the fuck do I have a full-time job, have insurance,
and still can't afford fucking medication?
right?
Because capitalism, baby, where profit is the name of the game, and you either have capital or you are capital.
They tried to put me on the Manjaro first, right?
Right.
Which is $1,000. I found that out. And my insurance said, no, try something else first.
I did. And now I'm going to go smoke a joint because I have to because of the stress levels that I'm under just fucking reading these prices on this shit. What the fuck is wrong with these white people? And keep in mind, Monkey, you're considered living middle class.
Uh-huh.
And based on your wages, you're actually considered upper middle class. Whereas my wife and I are middle class. And we live paycheck to paycheck. So can you imagine what people below the poverty line are?
I don't know how they're surviving. I really don't. Like,
We might have to search them.
State assistance is the only way they can survive. Because, let's face it, now I know here, minimum wage just got bumped in January again. And we're feeling it because, minimum wage got bumped 30 cents in January. So it's like $11 an hour here in Michigan now. And we're seeing that 30 cents an hour on the products on the shelves already. It got bumped in January, mid-February, the prices have already come up to fucking compensate for the extra 30 cents an hour.
right.
I don't understand how people who live in states like Kentucky and Alabama, where the minimum wage is the federal minimum wage at $7.25 an hour, I don't know how they survive at all. Because shit there is just as expensive as shit is here.
Right.
I I mean, I understand now why everybody's like, oh, Kentucky, it's a bunch of meth heads. Because everybody's cooking meth to fucking make the ends meet.
To pay for their shit.
Right. Like, Kentucky is one of the poorest states in the entire nation. Like, poorer than Alaska. Granted, Alaska has that pipeline thing where every resident of Alaska gets $50,000 a year from the oil pipeline. But still, think about how much work there is in Alaska 6 months out of the year. I don't know about you, but it's February in Alaska. There's a reason they call it the land of the midnight sun, and this is not that time. During the summer hours, the sun is up all day. It gets kind of like dusky, but the sun is up. There, like right now, it's dark almost all day.
Right.
I don't know about you, but if I've got to get up and go to work at 5 a.m., well, first off, I don't get up for work at 5 a.m. I get up at 1:45.
They still doing that shit?
Oh, pfft. They stopped for fucking exactly 5 days. Wait, and some dumbass decided that he was going to take one of the tables for the secondary. And this table is specifically for this secondary, and it only works for the secondary. And he threw it in the trash compactor. Stay with me. And compacted that shit. The production manager, the woman that I call a dumbass, it's not her fault that she's as fucked as she is now that I found out more of the story. Some of it's her fault. Some of it is the dumbass that's in charge above her. But they had her and her boss and the shift supervisor in the compactor unpacking all the trash in the trash compactor to find this table for the secondary, because no other table fits as secondary to run these parts, and it was so smashed that they couldn't even fucking use it. So they were on 7 days, 8 hours a day. Right before that dumb fuck decided that he was going to play, I'm going to break shit that I know this is specifically for this, so I'm going to break it. The problem is they don't have him on camera throwing it in the compactor. Otherwise, they would have fired his ass. And the other issue is because his mommy is in quality and his mommy is a union steward, he gets away with more than he should. Just like the one guy whose dad's a die setter. Anytime he gets in trouble, I'm going to go get my dad. What's your dad got to do with the price of tea in China? Send him over here. I'll write his ass up too. I got no problems with it. What? It ain't none of his goddamn business if I write you up. It's between you and the company. It has nothing to do with him. If he wants to stick his nose in it, I can write him the fuck up too. And send him the fuck home without pay for 3 or 4 days. See how he feels about that. And of course, my wife is like, yes, I get it. But you and I both know that my supervisors don't have the fucking testicles to do that. I'm like, it sounds like. She's like, yeah, we need new supervisors. Like something. You definitely need something. Because...
That's alright. You want to hear something fucking funny?
Sure.
So, Monday night I worked. Right?
Right.
We had a truck at 6 a.m. as I was leaving work, loading it. Now, we're supposed to take color samples of the tanks every 2 days.
Uh-oh.
Right. Well, I took color samples on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for these 4 tanks out in our tank farm.
Okay.
The log never got updated from the lab. Never happened.
So it looked like you didn't do it.
Yep. And the color was bad on the truck I was loading at 6 a.m. Sat there all day yesterday. Or Tuesday, whatever. I don't know what happened with it, obviously, but...
I'm gonna go with...
How it became my problem that the QC lab did not fucking update the shit or do their job.
Yeah, I was fixing to break out that it doesn't seem to be your fucking problem.
Right.
Seems to be quality control didn't do their shit correctly, and they should have.
Well, and I mentioned it to my lead, who's my trainer, yet on Sunday night into Monday, Monday night into Tuesday morning. That, hey,
Yeah.
I've taken these samples over there 3 or 4 times this weekend, and I still have no results. So...
I don't know what Wing Wang and Ping are doing over there. Maybe they should stop looking at the internet porn and start doing their jobs.
Something.
It was probably the old broad from fucking day shift fucking called them and fucking was disturbing them so that you'd get in trouble.
I mean, no, I know that there was only one person in the lab all weekend, but
I was being silly.
I know.
Because you know how much that lady loved you leaving.
Oh yeah, she rolling in that shit. She loves the fact that I'm gone.
I bet she does. I bet
But
her
I'm
friend
like-
Sexual Harassment Panda does too.
Oh no, she came up and talked to me like 45 minutes the other day.
Why?
Like-
That's my question.
Right, right. Like, why are you up here? Why are you bothering me? Like,
I'm not that civil. Why is your cock flapper fucking moving in my direction? I don't understand. What is you... Said what I said.
you're not wrong.
Doesn't make me less of a fucking asshole. It makes me more. And I'm okay
you
with
know,
it.
I don't.
I don't understand a lot of it either, man. I don't understand why people do things the way they do and then be like, oh, I didn't say that. I never said that. I didn't mean it like that. That's exactly what you fucking said.
I got news for you. It's exactly what the fuck you're doing.
I just don't. I don't with people. I can't. Because if I do...
Well, I'm waiting to find out if I'm getting written up for it tomorrow. Is my
Oh, speaking of written up, want a good one?
yeah.
In the process of everything that's gone on recently, my wife's phone, we found that the battery in her phone was swelling. So it looked like it was going to pop. So we had to buy her a new phone. So we're trying to transfer her current phone number to Verizon for our fucking wireless plan with Verizon.
Right.
So we get a hold of her. First, I give them what they told me was the account number, which they were like, no, that's not our account numbers. I'm like, this is what you fucking told me was your account number, you cunts. I didn't call them cunts, but I probably should have in retrospect. So I go through all that mess to get the numbers. Then my wife calls, and the first woman she calls, I don't know how to do this. Fuck you mean you don't know how? What part of I need to transfer my number? I can't even transfer you to somebody that I can't put you on hold and transfer you to somebody that can help you. I don't even know how to do that. Like, did you start today? I mean, call back in a couple hours. Okay, fine. So she calls back in a couple hours. The lady that she speaks to after calling back a couple hours to get the account number gives her the account number, but asks why she needs it, and then proceeds to give her just a complete assload of shit over leaving that company. You'll never be able to come back to this company if you go now. Okay. I've already bought my new phone. I just wanted to take my number with me. I'm leaving whether you like it or not.
What
So I
business
get
is
the
that
account-
of theirs? To
Right. Well, I get the account number to Verizon, who then is like, okay, cool, thanks. We got the numbers. Should take up to 24 hours. Her phone will activate when it transfers. 2 days later, it still hasn't transferred over. So I call Verizon. Like, hey, what's going on? You know, it's been 48 hours. I know that you guys said give you 24. Well, they haven't released the number. What do you mean? So we call them back. Oh, we're not releasing the number. What do you mean you're not releasing the number? Well, I'm like, do you not know how? What's the problem? Oh, we're just not releasing the number. So I call Verizon, like, just give us a new number. Okay. So they're being fucking assholes about it. They don't want to release the number because they're upset that she's leaving their service, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, what? I said, right. This is where I'm at with it, is why? Why is this a fucking issue? Why now? You know? So I just need to get a new number. So I get the new number. The missus takes the new number to work and proceeds to give her boss in HR the wrong number. Like legitimately, the only number that was wrong in the last four was the very last digit. She instead of it, she told them it was 2 and the last digit 7.
right.
Okay, so fast forward to yesterday, after all this information has gone through, where we've done all this fighting shit to get her new number. Her supervisor is texting her at work, but he's texting the number that she gave him, the wrong number. The individual on the other end of the phone sends back like a 3 or 4 text message length message, like we're talking 600 character length message. Fuck you, fuck your horse, fuck your mama, fuck your mom's mama. Don't fucking call me no more. Don't fucking contact me. I don't know who the fuck you think you're fucking talking to, but this ain't fucking them. Supervisor walks up to my wife, not knowing that it's not my wife that said that, and says that he's going to have to suspend her. She's like, the fuck for?
Right.
So he showed her the text messages from said individuals. And I'm like, baby, that's not your number. She's like, yeah, I know that now. Thanks. Where were you when I was giving it to my supervisor? I'm like, she's like, wait, you know that it's not my number. You just now remembered my other phone number, like within the last 3 months. I'm like, right, because I had to.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, we've been talking about this now for a while.
It's just funny as hell.
Oh yeah, it is.
I mean, just, and I'm like, you're lucky. Then she's like, hey, wait a minute. That's all I had to do. Her and the other employee that the supervisor really depends on for almost everything, both stopped and went, wait, if that's all we have to do to catch a suspension, fuck you! Like, we are texting your ass right now. I was crying. I'm like going,
First of all,
you know,
shouldn't be texting fucking anybody for anything as a business.
no, it's on the plant floor though. It's she's the team leader, the
Oh,
backup team leader. So the supervisor texts her, hey, can you go to plant 2 and friggin' check on this for me?
Oh.
Stuff like that. Nothing. No, it's not. So,
it's not like she's getting text messages about coming to work and doing.
right. No, it's not.
It's
Hey, make sure you
about,
come
hey.
to work today and that shit. It's, hey, I need you to go check on Dumb and Dumber back there at fucking this press and make sure that they haven't killed themselves. And if they have, make sure that they're punched out. We ain't paying those fuckers any more than we have to. But, I mean, I just laughed because I'm like, you know, and of course, with today being what it is, she kind of had a breakdown moment. We stopped yesterday, and for those of you who don't know, this is going to sound harsh, but my wife and I do not celebrate Valentine's Day because it's a fucking Hallmark holiday designed
Bud, you're
to.
preaching to the choir.
Oh, right. Well, when people at work are like, "What's your husband getting you for Valentine's Day?" and she's like, "Nothing." They're like, "What do you mean nothing? How long have you guys been together? Like a year? Like we've been married for 17 fucking years. He ain't getting me nothing because we don't celebrate fucking Hallmark fucking holidays." And they're like, "What kind of horse shit is that? How the fuck did he get out of it?" I'm like, "I'll never tell."
It's easy.
Sometimes, son, you just got to put the dick down correctly. That's all I'm saying. That's how you get out of it. Said what I said.
Yeah, I swept the floors and did some laundry yesterday. That's
Monkey was Susie Homemaker.
How's that working out for you, buddy? Anyway, but I mean, like the guys at work that she works with are all pissed off at me, and I'm like, why are you mad at me? Well, that old lady ain't like that. That's your stupidity. You got to find a woman that's like, okay, I can see. Like, I don't mind doing Mother's Day and Father's Day because, those are more for the kids to do stuff for their parents. But this Valentine's Day and Sweetest Day shit is just fucking Hallmark going, let's make a shit ton of money by selling fucking greeting cards. One of my friends on the Bird app so eloquently posted pictures of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre and Happy Valentine's Day. Let's not forget this is what started it. Oh my God. Yes, somebody forgot to buy forgot to buy their wife a Valentine's Day card. It cost him and all of his associates their lives. This is why I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. That's not what happened. It depends on where you're sitting. They're all dead. I'm not.
well. It looks like they took away some of those missions at the beginning of the.
They did.
Beta.
They did. It's really just the
one.
The one. Go here and then go to the Saint Anne or whatever it is. This bitch is bananas. BANANAS. Oh, did I mention that I've been allowing Spotify to
choose your music for you?
Oh, dude, you know what? It's so much better to just, I'll pick a song. Like the other day, the wife had Timber. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. It's not the version of the song I sing. I'm not sure that it's appropriate on stream.
We'll go with it's probably not.
Yeah, well, it's something to the effect of she's going down, she's really limber, and that's as far as we're going with it. Because anything more than that, there could be a problem. Muggy's face palm. I don't even have the stream up, and I know he's face palming. That's fucking terrifying.
Nope.
What? Monkey face palming? Never.
Is it bad that I can fucking hear the face palm?
There was no face palm. I actually didn't face palm this time. At all.
Well,
not
yeah.
even close.
At this point, you're like, yeah, Dave's been gone for friggin' 6 weeks, y'all. You're just gonna have to deal. He is bound for
that, and at this point, I just don't care.
Dave is wound for sound and pounding ground. He's been gone for 6 weeks trying to fucking recharge his battery. Everything was fine
down to
until
one.
Grandchild was
down
born.
to one.
What's that?
I said he's down to one battery. You had to recharge it.
Oh, it's really bad. Is everything was fine until that grandchild was born. Then all of a sudden, I started running everywhere. And I'm like, look, man, I am not this is why I even walked into the bathroom the other day when the wife was in the shower. And this is why we had my children early, so that I would not be chasing infants and running to doctor's appointments everywhere in this godforsaken nation. When I was 50, to the kid to the pediatrician, she's cracking up laughing. Are you okay, honey? I'm like, no. Fucking tired. I need a nap, and I need a candy bar.
In that order.
No candy bars in the house. And every time I try to take a nap, one of the cats sits on my fucking head and yells at me.
I wonder how much a Powerball from Taco Bell is. I'm out of dressing, tuna, and pretty much anything I can eat that doesn't have carbs in it.
Dressing has carbs in it.
I know, but it's not much.
Sounds like you need to freaking.
For a
I need to-
teaspoon, Monkey.
I need to
It's
go to the
not much
grocery
for a
store.
teaspoon.
Yeah, I know.
How much do you put on that shit? That's the problem. More than a teaspoon. If
Oh,
you're
yeah.
out of dressing.
It's always more than a teaspoon.
Right. Right.
But if that's the carbs I'm getting versus the carbs I usually get, see what I'm
Oh, you mean
saying?
ramen? There's fucking 700 carbs just for picking up the fork.
Yes.
Is this muted? Good, it is muted. Incoming ad break. Oh,
Dave, you've been away for 6 weeks.
I see it. Fuck your ad breaks. God damn. Hooray! There.
That carcass is just about falling apart. And reeks of whale piss.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah. Somebody's got to. I've got to pay somebody. God damn it! It might as well be you. Oh my God! It was so funny. They asked for my W-2s
Yeah.
at HR Block, and I'm like, no. But we can't do your taxes. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I don't have any W-2s this year. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, I didn't stream, so I didn't make any money. They're like, we don't get it. I'm like, I don't have a real job, as you would call it. Like, streaming is my only job, and I just didn't do that. And the lady's like, my kid would love to do that. It's really hard. I said, no. I said, getting your own channel is
Oh, that's
really
real
easy.
simple. Real simple.
Getting people to watch your channel in a sea of other channels just like you is really hard. And she's like, I don't understand. I'm like, yeah, I know, I get it. I said, you have to differentiate yourself from the pack. That's the problem. I said, and when you're dealing with like 8 million people who think they can be streaming successes, and that's just U.S. local. That has nothing to do with anybody in Europe or Canada
Anywhere else.
or say, I don't know, anywhere out of, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Michigan. I said, shit, there's probably 8 million streamers in fucking Texas alone. I said, you have to find a way to distinguish yourself from that group. I said, therein lies the rub. Because most of us distinguish ourselves in one way or another, and usually it's not pretty. It's not pretty. She's like, what do you mean? So, well, usually I'm distinguished by my profanity and my dark sense of humor. And she's like, do I want to know? I said, it's best that unless you want the answer to that question, you just leave it be. I'm like, because I'm going to tell you right now, nobody wants the answer to that question. Like, I'm not the one. Like, there's an M rating on my channel immediately for a reason.
A reason. Right.
And she's like, I said, because I use the F word like McDonald's does salt on French fries, okay? There's a lot of it. There's a lot of it. And I'm not shy.
Shy? What's shy?
I'm not shy about using the F-bomb. Truman used the H-bomb. Every president after him threatened to use the A-bomb. Well, I use the F-bomb, and I use it a lot.
Yeah, you do.
Your situation must have improved if you're here for storage space.
Like usually,
Like a hard
sailors kind of go,
you can
bruh.
never be too ambitious.
We haven't been in port in a while, but dude, take it down a notch. What the hell, man? I sent Lucario a picture of Miss Thing. And she's like, "Oh, you had a baby. I want a baby." I'm like, "No, you don't. You want to live your life."
You want to go home and rethink your life, child.
Right. You gotta go, right where I went to. I don't want to sell you death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life. Like, live your life first. Then you could have kids later. So I don't want to, I'm not into the 20-something or the 19, 20, and 21-year-old crowd that just want to go out and get drunk. I'm like, you don't have to get drunk. Go travel. Go do things.
You can do things without drinking and being
do things that you fucking want to do.
Go to a beach, climb a mountain, fucking skydive, whatever the fuck you feel like doing.
Right. You don't have to be, shit-faced hammered to...
Stock up on repair.
Do fun things that cost a lot of money, because once you have that kid...
If you think, as I told her, I said, once you have a kid, I said, it's no longer about you and what you want to do. I said, it's now about that child. Unless you're a shitty parent and you drop that kid off somewhere. Your life is now about that child and everything that child needs to fucking be taken care of.
Yep. Right now, the wife and the child are napping peacefully.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
It's actually very, very simple for me to put them to sleep.
Don't say it. Just let it happen. You never mention it. Always smile and allow it to occur. You can't
Freezing?
It's like Fight Club, man. You don't talk about it, okay? You just let them do that. It's okay. Like no sooner than my son is learning, as I tried to explain to him, I said the difference between male children and female children is, with female children, you wipe from front to back instead of back to front. And he's like, I said, it prevents yeast infection. I said, other than that, be prepared for anything. He got pissed on again. I'm like, bro, she's a week old. You've been pissed on. He said, she got my coat. She got herself, her clothes. And I'm cracking the fuck up laughing because I'm like, I warned you. I told you. You have to be. Dad, I didn't. I didn't know. That that a baby girl could arc her pee and hit you fucking from half a block out. Yeah. That happens. It happens. He's just like, I don't know that I'm okay with this. And I'm like, too late now, son. You're fucking stuck. She's here.
Man up, it's just pee.
Oh no. The best one is the daughter-in-law had the C-section. Now, her dumb ass left the hospital early because she'd been in the hospital for 5 days and was like, I can't fucking be here no more. I got to leave. So she left the hospital. And I know I'm so polite calling my daughter-in-law a dumbass. But she left the hospital with a fucking severe migraine that was caused by the medication that they gave her for the C-section. So instead of staying and getting it worked out, she had to get out of the hospital. I got to get out of here. I can't be here anymore. So I had to take her back to the hospital that night. They were home for like 12 hours. She's in the hospital, and she says, it's so funny to me. And I'm like, uh-oh. Your son was changing her diaper. And I'm like, uh-oh. This is never a story that ends well for a guy, by the way. Like, as a guy, Ken fucking confirm. It's like, your son was changing her diaper. I'm like, okay. And he had wiped her bottom and went to put the clean diaper under her, and she pooped in his hand. The first thing out of my mouth was the mice from one of those fucking. I don't remember what movie it was, but it was something that had pets in it, where they're in the pet shop, and all the mice or the gerbils were like, "Poop in his hand, poop in his hand," as a defense mechanism. I was crying. It sounds like it's not funny, Dad. I'm like, it is funny because it wasn't my hand.
Right.
So then I want you to remember something. What's that? This is me sitting back and laughing after all the shit that you and your brothers did to me. I get to sit back and enjoy this ride now and laugh at all of you. And of course, my daughter-in-law is like, well, she threw up on my face. And I'm like, but still, I would rather have her puke on my cheek because it was a little bit of spit up when I was burping her than to have her poop in my hand. And I'm like, I ain't even mad at her. I can't be mad. I got a text message from the boy today, and he's like, this child is trying to baptize every surface in this house. And I'm like, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but when you were 4 days old, you were trying to write your name on the wall, okay? So you're not getting any sympathy from me. I said, the only difference is, with male children, you can usually tell when it's going to happen or not. He's like, what do you mean? I said, because if it's sticking up, cover it back. And he's like, yeah, that. I'm like, right, I got it. That's why I had male children. I said, and I still got peed on an awful lot as a parent. I said, because that's par for the course. I've found that the people that I love the most have done horrible, horrible things to me, and I've just accepted it as part of fucking life. And he's like, what are you talking about, Dad? I'm like, you guys have peed through diapers down my side. I mean, you've shit up your backs to the point that I had to give you a bath because it was in your hair. I mean, there have been terrible, terrible things that you guys have done. And you're like, we don't understand why you're so angry all the time, Father. We just don't get it. I'm like going, I don't know how the fuck you guys made it to adulthood. That's you better thank your stepmother every time you see her. Like, what are you talking about? Like, because I probably would have killed you if it weren't for her.
I had to deal with you. She didn't, and I might have killed you.
She has the patience of a saint. My mother's like, uh-huh. What do you call that? She's got both your nephews picked up by the front of their shirts screaming at them right now. I said, that's the patience of a saint. What you don't understand is they're arguing and throwing punches over a bag of chips. I said, that's why she picked them up by the front of their shirt. She's like, oh. I said, they physically came to blows over who got the bag of chips after they were told to share it. So my wife, snatched them up by the front of their shirts and went, neither one of you is getting it now, and threw it in the trash can and looked at my sister, who is older than her, by the way, and went, and you, don't go digging that shit out of the fucking trash can and giving it to them. You just make the fucking problem worse. I'm going, anybody needs me, I'll be in the truck. Why are you running, Dave? Because Dave is smart. Dave does not want to die today. Dave understands this situation a lot better than y'all do, because Dave knows. I just heard Drowning Pool keying up behind me on stage, and the opening song in their set is Bodies, and it's not going to be mine.
Hey, is my food here already? I didn't even get notifications.
What'd you do, get kicked out of the game?
No. I ordered that Power Bowl from Taco Bell.
A Power Bowl? I don't want you to take this the wrong way. Ordering a Power Bowl from Taco Bell sounds like something that you've done after you've eaten the Taco Bell.
No, it was just a fucking cat climbing on the hood of my car.
Oh, okay.
Apparently. And a UPS truck.
Didn't find the Powerball joke fucking funny? Come on,
No,
that's
I
good
did.
shit.
I did. That was pretty
That's
funny.
good shit.
No, like I can order. Like it has steak or chicken. I can take the rice out and
Oh
add
man,
more steak or chicken, and I don't deal with the carbs in it, right?
right. Oh, I get that.
And I'm not going to the grocery store without Tiff because she's at work, and if I go, I won't get everything we need, and
And
Everything
if
besides
you don't
everything
get everything you need, you will never, and I mean ever, hear the end of it.
Right.
I don't know why Jericho just showed up for that, but he did. It
Can be
happens.
taught.
Ah,
Oh my
so you're
goodness.
the
I just
Celt that washed ashore from the wreck of
is it bad that I'm over here?
Spelllock, Mason.
Like now I know that
But
this
all I see is a
that I have that
soaked
game,
in their breeches. Tell me,
and I got to
what does the
where you
king see in
roll up
someone
on the island and all the pirates are talking shit about you. Like he's not gonna last a week. Looks like the meat's already falling off his bone. Um,
Right.
and I'm like, I feel like I've done this before. I'm gonna go back to the.
I mean, I've done it a lot quicker.
Oh right, well, we don't have 75 side missions to get us there anymore. I'm over here
That was the
playing.
worst. Like honestly, that was the worst part about the beta. It took so long to get out of that first area.
Well, and if you take a look at their history, if you look at Valhalla, for example, the area there in Valhalla
why would others
to,
say
to get out of there to get to
you are
England
keep up to them?
when you're playing the damn
Prove your worth. Even the waves will bend to
brain,
you.
I need you to engage.
I expect
I
you'll
know I'm
take your
asking a
bet on the
whole
way.
lot here, but I
Treasure
need your
your
fucking
boots
help.
and John
Stop
Smith's
hitting the brakes.
Ha. Send them
Right.
as soon as
I
they
do not
feel
have time for you
like
to be fucking parking this shit in the fucking side road. Let's fucking go, goddammit. Okay.
I did for Skellock with his
Okay, the food is here now.
But how you
I will
steer it into
return
the
in a moment.
waves is up to you.
The food's here now. They go, fat ass. Order more food. Oh. I ain't mad at him. I just ain't fucking ordering food and having it delivered. I ain't that lazy. Or maybe, maybe I just, yeah, never mind. It's just not worth it. I can't justify paying somebody to bring me my food unless it's the pizza delivery guy that works for the pizza place. You don't use DoorDash? Not when fucking it costs $45 for a fucking baconator from fucking Wendy's. I don't. Now when I can go to Wendy's and get it for $15. Fuck that. Was there an update that I don't know about that took the fucking range damage out of the fucking game?
Come the fuck on. Oh,
Right?
oh.
Or it's not. Oh well. Also, can I unsubscribe to mail from Spectrum? I would appreciate it if I didn't receive the same thing every couple weeks.
Hey, so while you're unsubscribing to mail from Spectrum, you know, I will never use DoorDash. Not because of how expensive it is. I learned something new in my
Oh, yeah?
recharge time. Yeah, my ex-wife works for DoorDash.
Oh, well, yeah, that'd be a good reason for you never to do that. Ever.
Oh, I don't have time to talk right now. I'm outdoor dashing. What do you mean you're outdoor dashing? Well, we pick up. I get it. I didn't think that you were at home ordering DoorDash. I mean, it's like, well, you know, Tim was laid off, so we got to try and make up the money that we lost while he was laid off because they were on strike and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, so instead of him getting out and doing something, you're door dashing. I have questions. The answers that I had were not very polite, so. As a matter of fact, I didn't call it door dashing. I called it whore dashing, but she did that when she was married to me, so I figured that was just how she was supplementing her income. Oh, too soon.
Don't confront me now, bud.
This is why I love my friends. They don't fucking care.
This is not in the same way as most people.
I mean, they care about me. That shit. Let's don't get stupid. Anyway, yeah, it was definitely one of those. I'm just like, nope, can't do it. Also, is it just me or is this tip culture thing getting way the fuck out of hand? Now, look, I don't mind tipping my delivery driver, okay? And I don't mind tipping my wait staff when I sit down at a restaurant and they bring my food to me. But when you ring my shit up at a restaurant, and all your job is to stand there at the fucking register and ring my food up, first off, you're getting paid more than fucking $3.27 an hour, which is why I tip wait staff, because, you know, there's already laws in place that allow owners of businesses and restaurants to not pay them fucking an actual wage. But when you're making fucking $11 an hour or $12 an hour to run a register, and you have the audacity to go, aren't you going to leave a tip? Yeah, I'll give you a tip. Don't ever ask me for a tip again. Because, motherfucker, you're getting paid $12 an hour, not $3 an hour. And B, you're a cashier. I don't know when tipping cashiers became a thing, but it's not. But yes, it did. No, we don't tip cashiers, dum-dums. We tip wait staff. You're not wait staff. All you're doing is ringing some shit up. You are not wait staff. I know that you don't want to hear that. I know some people might think that's rude, but I'm kind of taking the European attitude about it, which is if fucking restaurants paid their fucking staff a living wage, tipping wouldn't be fucking necessary. So instead of the lovely individual known as the owner of the restaurant actually paying his staff, they pass that shit on to us and expect us to pay his staff, which is horse shit. I don't think anybody working in a restaurant, whether it's a waitress, a waiter, a bar back, I don't think any of those folks should be making fucking $3 an hour in this day and age, or less.
Really shouldn't.
I don't think that they should have to rely on the kindness of others, in this nation especially, because let's face it, Americans are fucking dicks. Don't believe me? Turn on your fucking evening news. Somebody shot up the goddamn Super Bowl fucking parade. That's all I have to say about it.
What?
Yeah, I saw
serious?
something about that
Yeah.
the other day, too.
Killed one person and injured 16 others. Shot up the Super Bowl parade. Because they were butthurt that the Chiefs won. I was butthurt that my fucking team's defense collapsed in the second half and the San Francisco 49ers were given a free pass to the fucking Super Bowl instead of my team being there. You don't see me shooting anything up other than shooting my mouth off on Twitter going, hey, good season, guys. Maybe next year fucking play the entire game in the championship round instead of just the first half. I mean, fuck. Falls under the what kind of a world do we live in where a man dressed as a bat steals all my press? Really? But realistically speaking, like, I shit you not, when you go to pay at fucking Little Caesars Pizza. Now, the only thing is the kid at the Little Caesars, they don't make your pizza. The kid stands there at the register. And when you say, I'd like a hot and ready, they turn around, they open a cabinet door, and hand you a hot and ready pizza. Seriously.
Yeah.
And it says right on the thing when you go to check to cash out, if you pay with your debit card, would you like to leave a tip? 10%, 15%, 20%. No. No, I would not like to leave a tip. Did that child fucking bring me the pizza out and fucking carry my dirty dishes back to the back? No, they did not. Is that person making more than $3 and fucking 18 cents an hour? Yes, they are. You want a tip? Don't fucking ask me for one. That's your tip. Now, I have no problem paying my delivery drivers that make fucking $12 an hour. I have no problem giving them a 20% tip or a 25% tip. I have no problem giving wait staff at a restaurant like Applebee's or any other place that you sit down and somebody actually goes back to the kitchen and takes your order, takes it back to the kitchen staff. The kitchen staff makes it, and then they bring you the food. No problem tipping them at 20%. People are going to tell me, well, that's the same thing. You're ordering your food with them, and they're turning around and getting it for you. No, it's not the same thing. Because one, this is an individual that interacts with me for all of about 30 seconds. Wait staff interacts with you several times throughout the evening. And it's not a, oh, hey, Bob, how you doing kind of thing. I don't get why we as Americans are like, we should tip the pizza kid at the counter. You're fucking high. That's what you are. You're fucking high.
I don't disagree with you there.
I mean,
I never tip those people. Ever.
Well, and then I had somebody, well, if you go out to a restaurant, you're a shitty person if you don't, like, first off, you telling me I'm a shitty person because you're a restaurant employee. Where do you work at in the restaurant? Well, I'm wait staff. See, that's completely different. You telling me that I'm a shitty person because I didn't tip somebody that waited on my table. I tip the people that wait on my table. I don't tip the asshole that fucking turned around at McDonald's and fucking just rang up my goddamn shit for the manager to fucking hand it to him and the grill staff to fucking throw it down the fucking little slide. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. Let's stop trying to make it one. I mean, realistically speaking, just quit it. Fucking quit it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. But, like, again, Europeans, they just fucking pay everybody in the restaurant a living wage. So tipping is considered rude in Europe. They can always, like, if you're in France and you leave a tip on the table, they know you're an American because French people don't tip French people. Because French people know that the kid waiting on their table is probably making $20 an hour just like they do at work. So let's stop. And my favorite one is the restaurant employees that are yelling at the customers for not tipping. Here's the thing. Don't bring it to me. You have the gall to fucking come to me and yell at me about your wages being low. You're yelling at the wrong fucking person. All of you need to turn around and find the asshole in charge and yell at them because they're the person that has allowed you to not be fucking paid anything. Has nothing to do with me. I've seen people, well, if you can't afford to tip, you shouldn't go out to eat. Oh, so people don't deserve a break from their fucking daily humdrum fucking existence of going to work, working 60, 70, 80 hours a week? They don't deserve a fucking 30-minute reprieve because they can't afford that fucking $5 tip? Also, I've seen people, when they get a $5 tip, lose their fucking shit and start throwing glasses at customers and pouring things on them. So what the fuck?
Here I say.
You should tip at least 20%. It's funny because when I started going to restaurants, you should tip at least 10% was the thing.
Yeah. Now it's
$1 for every
20%
10 you spend. Now it's they want you to tip 25%. Like, why do I have to tip a quarter out of every dollar? Because, you know, your boss doesn't pay you. Don't get me wrong. I tip because I understand their boss doesn't pay them. I also have seen on some receipts where they've added a $3 service charge to food that says employees insurance. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, the law says I have to provide them insurance. Yes, the law says you have to provide them insurance. The law doesn't say I have to fucking pay for it as your customer. I shit you not. Because America, we're going to pass the savings on to our customers. And by savings, we mean the no lube anal rape. That's what we mean. Oh, minimum wage went up by 30 cents? Don't worry, we raised the price of our product $1. And my favorite one is people are blaming the government for inflation. Here's the problem. In the last decade, 52% of inflation, 52% of prices going up has been profit. Not covering costs. Not, hey, we raised this price because, you know, like, here's a good example. My trash company raised my bill from $70 every 3 months to $90 every 3 months when diesel went up to about $5.50 a gallon. Now, any of us that drives past the highway knows that diesel's back down around $4 a gallon, right? When I called the trash company and asked if they were going to lower my bill, they laughed and laughed, thought it was funny. I'm like, hey, I had no problem with you raising the prices when diesel went up from $3.50 to $5.50, but it's come down $1.50 now. Why hasn't my trash price? Because they're a company, they're not giving their profits back. Fuckers. Fuckers. And what it is it's simple. I don't call it inflation anymore. I call it corporate greed because, let's be honest, that's what it is. Good old-fashioned corporate greed, ladies and gentlemen. Wouldn't it be nice if I hit the lotto, then nobody'd know where I lived? Oh.
There'd be signs.
Oh, no. No, there wouldn't. There would just be no Dave. Hey, has anybody heard from Dave? There would be signs for you guys, obviously. There may be some random tickets appearing in your fucking, you know, mailboxes that say, don't ask questions, follow the instructions. But hey, that's just me.
I'd like those tickets now. Can we make that happen?
I don't know. Can you fucking, if I run my fucking debit card down your ass crack, will your fucking balls spit out about $7,000? Because it's gone up since the last time I was there. Oof, has it gone up? I mean,
Monkey,
let
you're
me
not
give you an
going
idea.
in the direction of the thing you need.
When I was there last, gas prices were about $3.87 a gallon there.
Uh-huh.
They're $3.20 a gallon here. just using those numbers and those numbers alone, I would like some lube.
You and me both, brother. You and me both.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Captain, fleet in my sights!
I don't. And my favorite one is when like people are like, I only got to take one vacation this year. Only one? You want my sympathy? Yes! I should get to take 2 vacations every. You can find my sympathy in the dictionary between shit and syphilis! I haven't taken a vacation in 5 fucking years because I can't fucking afford it! And keep in mind,
Hell,
it'll
and
collapse.
the one I got to go on wasn't paid for by me.
Right. Somebody else paid for that. Why does Dave always sound like he's about to have a shut up?
Because he might
check
be.
his blood pressure.
Don't ask questions.
You know how Pee Wee Herman died? Massive stroke. Massive stroke. For those of you who don't get that joke, once upon a time, Paul Rubens, who we know as Pee Wee Herman, got caught in an adult theater in Hollywood jerking off. Hence the massive stroke. I know it's not as funny when it has to be explained, especially when the guy's dead.
Still going the wrong way, Mucky.
Maybe we're going to have a heart attack and die of that surprise. Monkey going the wrong way. We named the monkey Jack. I couldn't resist.
From the
I
smell
tried.
of things, I'm going to kill a chihuahua or 2.
That's nothing new, bud.
I mean, I did I send you the Satan Pocket Edition thing, Monkey? I think I did.
Probably.
I had to have because it's a fucking Chihuahua meme. Where it's like this big image of Satan, like the devil, ha ha ho ho he he, and then it says Satan Pocket Edition, and it's a Chihuahua growling. Because let's face it, they're not the most mentally stable animals. But then again, you probably wouldn't be mentally stable either if your brain was smashing into the side of your skull. You would think, I guess I'm supposed to poop here.
Dude,
Precious metal nearby, Captain.
I can smell it. I can smell it.
Because you can smell it! I couldn't.
Like-
It had to be done. It had to be.
Side, Captain!
Oh, he's like, no, it really didn't. I'm like, but it did. It did. It was there. You kind of have to go with that. You can't just... Those are the ones that you can't just, leave a... Just have to run with it. Oh, my goodness.
Dude. These fucking dogs.
Oh. Speaking of, because you can smell it, I'm sitting here, and I can feel the migraine kicking in from yesterday, right?
Uh-huh.
Keep in mind, I've also spoke with my ex-wife more in the past 7 days than I have in the past, say, 3 years. So, all-time stress levels at a high. But, so I'm sitting here, and I can feel the migraine kicking in because I know that my migraine meds, while aren't 100% awesome, are awesome enough that I only have to deal with the occasional migraine. So I'm like, I will fucking suck it up and eat a migraine every now and again because it's better than having 15-day-long migraines like I used to.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm
Definitely
sitting
lesser
here.
evils.
And one of the weird side effects of my migraines is my sense of smell, for some stupid reason or another, gets uber. Like, I can smell somebody's body odor under their deodorant and their cologne and their bath soap. That's what I'm talking about when I say uber. Like, my nose becomes like sommelier fucking smell, like the smell-o-matic fucking 12,000, where I can smell things that no human being should smell.
Yeah, should be smelling.
Smell a woman
So
on
I'm-
the period. Yeah.
So I'm sitting here, and I hear one of the cats gagging downstairs, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, crap, he's going to throw up. I better go check on him. I shouldn't have done that. Because as I got up and turned, I stood up.
Should not have done this.
I was assaulted, not only by the sound, but the smell. And it wasn't the vomit that I was assaulted by. It was what caused him to vomit that assaulted me. Stinky little fucker.
So you don't blame the cat for yakking. As bad as it may have been.
No, dude. He took a shit and it smelled so bad he made himself puke. That's what I'm saying, and that's what hit me when I stood up to go check on him.
Hey, bud, you're. Oh my God.
Right. Yeah, right down there. Oh God, like what the hell? And I didn't even have the ability to say what did you eat because I'm like, I fucking feed you every day. I know what you ate.
Ugh.
Shark. There's a shark.
Should have been. Probably would have fucking smelled better. And it's funny because now, as I'm sitting here, I'm like, I have to take some Mucinex.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
And now I've got to take my migraine meds and all this shit and fucking pain meds. So I'm sitting here taking all these medications. I get everything settled down and get all the medication taken, and I go back to minding my own fucking business playing this video game. And of course, the smell has followed me up the stairs. And it is now hanging out in my bedroom like it's one of my closest friends, just chilling right next to me. Not the cat, no. He's on the bed with my wife, snuggled in like, ha, fucker, I hope your nose burns. And I am trying not to fucking gag my eyes out until my wife sits up and goes, what the fuck did you do? Here's the problem. She wasn't talking to the cat. When she
Hey, I
sat
think my
up and
food's
said,
here
"What
now."
the fuck?" Are
And
you
I
sure?
got shit to clean up, so I'll be back. Yeah, the dogs are going crazy. It has to be.
They're chihuahuas. It could be a leaf. Oh my goodness. I just can't. And now I just looked over at the cat in question who shat so badly that he made himself gag, and he is sitting here with one paw up in the air and his fucking not beans in the brig. Like, hey, real happy with yourself, aren't you, you fucker? Oh. It's okay. As I tried to explain to Monkey the game that I've been playing, he thought I was calling myself fat. The name of the game is Brotato, okay?
Okay, so I thought I saw something about that.
It's on Game Pass, so it was free, and they said it was similar to the Vampire Survivors game that I like. So I'm like, cool. I'll give it a try. You know, give it a run, give it a try. I'll try it out, whatever. So I'm like, I told Monkey, I'm like, I got one word for you. He's like, what's that? I'm like, Brotato. I said, I've already got all the achievements. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, it's a video game. He said, oh, I thought you were calling yourself fat. With friends like him, who needs an enema? Whew. I would say that there's something wrong with me, but I think we're all aware of that.
Yep.
All right.
Did you hear me say it could be a running leaf? The dogs would still go nuts because they're chihuahuas.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, just want to be very clear, very clear. And they're chihuahuas. There could have been a leaf that flew in front of the window. And I explained to Kay, you thinking that I was calling myself fat earlier when I was talking about brotato also.
I mean,
I get it. I understand.
fuck. You order a bowl from a place
Hey,
full of
look.
food.
Did you get
They don't
tacos?
give you food. No, I did get a taco. Remember, I'm trying to cut down on shit. But I ordered a bowl. What should come with the bowl?
A fork?
Yes.
Or a spork, because they don't use forks at
Right.
Taco Bell.
Either way, I should get some type of utensil to eat the food in the bowl.
You're using logic, monkey. You're using logic.
So now, I gotta get my ass back up and go back out there to get fucking fork.
Remember that conversation we were having earlier, and Kay was like, Dave, you're using logic?
Yeah.
Same here, bud. Same.
I'm gonna eat my taco first, because I don't need a fork for that.
Are you sure?
Well, I mean, I could, but...
Taco sounds really fucking good right now.
Who the fork eats a fork and taco with a fork and fork? Oh. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
Like I said, I could. I'm not going to, but I could.
Right. I get you. I think we've seen that movie a time or three.
Kind of fucking psychopath uses a fork to eat a taco.
I mean, if it's a taco salad.
That's not a taco.
That's right. That's not a taco. Also, usually she objects when you stab her with a fork. I'm just,
Fuck you, Dave.
He's been gone for a minute.
Fuck you, Dave. I'm gonna spit out the food.
I saw that one coming.
She didn't. It hit her right in the face, too. It was pretty. Oh. Monkey had to turn. There was almost food on the monitor.
Yep.
Serving them up. Fucking alley-oop.
Somebody asked me if I turn my head to the left or the right when I eat tacos. I said neither. Usually the thighs keep my head straight where it's at. Monkey's like going, and Dave's going to be muted already this month.
Nope. Not for that. I don't even give a shit. Ban me. I'll be back.
Ban me, I'll go to YouTube.
Now I'm gonna go get my fucking fork.
You can eat taco.
No,
So I can eat the bowl of meat and cheese and taco-y stuff.
I heard him say he ordered a bowl. Has a whole different meaning in my neighborhood. It will in your neighborhood soon, but around here, that's fucking legal.
I mean, it's mostly illegal around here. Oh. Fuck, I got the munchies. This is bullshit.
Well, that'd explain. Oh. That's not a stereotype, Dave. Stop it.
Dave.
That's racial profiling, and it's not very nice.
What, Dave? Nice? Really? Get your purse.
You know, I think my biggest problem is you fuckers keep laughing.
I mean, it's funny, so we laugh.
Right. I found a new comedian. His name is Christopher Cope.
Okay.
Big, heavy set fella. I saw a snippet of his on the Instagram here where he's talking about the phrase that he hates is, recreational use of marijuana. He's like, it sounds like you should be wearing like some catcher spikes or something when you're getting high.
I mean,
He's like, he's like, you go buy your 8th and it comes with a first baseman's glove. I mean, really? So my response was, hey, man, first baseman's glove's not a bad place to hide your 8th. The cops will never think to look in there for it. And he's like, I like where your head's at. It's got deep pockets. I didn't think of that. Trying to be about solutions, my man. Trying to be about solutions. And then I'm looking under his comments on the video where he's joking about the recreational use of marijuana. But I'd really like to smoke me a pro bowl. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's killing me. He told a joke about old people. He's like, everybody likes dirty talk during sex. He says, especially folks who have been together 15, 20 years. So otherwise, what's that like? Hey, are we going to Timmy's birthday party? What's he going to be, 6? And you see him like slapping the ass and putting his thumb on her asshole and shit like that, right? He's not really doing that, but he's acting like he's doing that during sex.
right.
He's what? He's into Paw Patrol, right? I'm like, I can never watch Paw Patrol with my grandsons again. Thank you. I will never not be able to see you doing that anytime Paw Patrol is on. You have completely ruined Paw Patrol for me. Well, he's like, but did I really ruin it or did I make it better? And I'm like I'm going to be laughing the entire fucking time and they're not going to understand it for about, 10 more years.
At least, right?
Well, let's see. I haven't seen them in 4. Jackson's got to be going on 7 and Carson's got to be going on 6. Because March will be 4 years since I've seen him.
Damn.
Well, it'll be 4 years since I've seen Carson. And in August, it'll be 4 years since I've seen Jackson, because I saw Jackson at Drake's funeral when my nephew passed away. It sounds like somebody's slamming car doors.
That's me operating an air fryer because hunger.
Because Monkey's eating on stream and Kay got hungry.
Because Monkey's stuffing his hole with a fat ball. Oh.
That's right.
The day that occurs.
Kay's like, I'll be present for one thing.
Not only will I be present, it may very well be my fault.
I mean, if
Or
you
something
don't tell him,
terrible has occurred.
if you don't tell him, it's in the brownies.
All right, so on that. Okay, so my wife made some burgers once, right? And she just got done making butter. She used
Right.
butter to make some burgers.
I got you.
Didn't think about it. Offered my upstairs neighbor one.
Oh,
Did
Jesus.
not think about it. Later
Hey.
on,
Hey, you want a burger?
he's upstairs by himself, laughing at everything, and he stops and he goes, "Why is everything so funny?" Man, I haven't smoked in a month. How am I? What happened here?
You didn't have a drug stream coming up, did he?
Oh my God. But we talk about it the next day, and she goes, "My man." He goes, "It was you. Those burgers." She goes, "Yeah." Oopsie poopsie. I mean, see my wife. She's fucking adorable. You can't be mad at her.
My bad. That's
Whoops.
Oh.
All right. Now that I've eaten the food.
That's just funny. That's just funny. Note to self, double check anything you eat at Kay's house. Make sure Lauren wasn't involved. You have to drive.
You're usually pretty safe. Just make sure there's not anything you're allergic to in it.
That's your only worry in my house. If there's an allergy, say peaches.
Oh, dude, the amount of times this man has tried to hand me a drink with something peach in it.
Wait,
I
mean, that can't be any worse than
monkey. I don't know how many times. It's bad.
Can't be any worse than my wife handing me coconut shrimp while we were in Hawaii.
I mean, yeah, but she was trying to kill you.
No. She's already declared that if she's going to kill me, it's going to be with a flight of stairs, because it's in my medical records that I fall down the fucking stairs. So I mean,
yeah, you got me there.
it's not even. Nobody would even bat an eyelash or question if I fell down the fucking stairs.
Oh, look, you can buy gold.
Or we can just earn it.
So
Yeah, we'll
how
see
much
about
is
that.
Skull and Bones? Because now I'm getting curious about it.
The big edition's $100. The other one's like, I think it's 69 or whatever it is.
Yeah, the other one's $69.99. The $70 one you have to wait to play until tomorrow, I think, the 16th, whatever that is.
Yeah, tomorrow. But as I have to work tomorrow and wasn't going to be able to play.
There's that four-letter word.
Yeah. Love it here. We love that word here.
Especially when you fucking see the bill from the goddamn pharmacy.
Sharp sighted!
Pick up 6 extra shifts just to pay for your fucking months of medicine.
Nah, that ain't happening, homie. Ain't happening. They can go fuck themselves. I will die before I pay that amount of money. But nah.
That's what they want you to do, though. They want you to pick up that extra shift or 3. Because then you're making more money for the fucking billionaire that owns your company. See how that works?
Uh-huh. Well, guess
How
what?
Big Farm gets us. Making
Wrong.
money for everybody else. Yeah. And try again. Seen The Exorcist 137 times, and it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it. So, do you think I'm qualified? Oh.
Y'all picked the wrong dude. Hey,
Oh, trust me.
so you're gonna find something I can fucking afford, or it ain't happening.
If
I'll
I
go
did
fuck.
not have insurance, I would be in a lot of pain because I would not be taking my neuropathy meds. I'll guarantee you that, or my migraine meds.
Right?
One,
Because you can't. Right?
You
You
can't
can't.
afford
You
it.
just. Do I starve to death or am I in pain? Uh-oh, I found a hippo. Found a fucking hippo, and it does not care about those things. It does not
No.
care about spears. At all.
Dude, come on. You know hippos give not one at all.
Motherfucker. I've taken a quarter of its health in 6 fucking spears.
Your insurance has saved you $1,142.79. That's a 90-day script, not a 30-day script, by the way. It's $1,100. That's for mine. I'm afraid to see what this one's is. Oh,
Afraid
this
to
is the
know.
cheap one. This is the cheap one. This is one of my. This is one of my the small amlodipine for my wife's blood pressure. Costs $350 out of pocket. It's $131 for friggin' 90 days. It's also the 10 milligram friggin' pill. Like yours.
Oh, you idiot! Why did I think of that?
I don't know. Why didn't you think of that?
Sails inside, Captain! Bow side!
Is that a fucking hippo or a rock? It looks like a rock.
Better hope it's a rock.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to be wrong on that.
No, it was rusty nails.
Is that a hippo or a rock? It's rusty nails. What?
Right.
Yeah, I got nothing there.
I mean, to be fair, It could have been either. Technically, it was a box of rusty nails, but
Watch out for those teeth!
This motherfucker. Oh. I mean, the game is pretty. But then again, they've had 10 years to work on it graphically. It better be.
right, yeah. To be fair, they better have done some shit.
Where I find the game troubling, and maybe this is just me, is not when you're on the ship.
Is it when you're off the ship?
When you're walking around off the ship, it just feels janky.
Yeah, the sensitivity is a little weird when you're moving.
Or your guy turns around, his face is the wrong way, and instead of turning back around and going the direction, he just walks backwards until he hits a certain speed.
Yep.
Sounds like something else they rushed.
I don't know how they rushed it. It's been 10 fucking years.
Well, to be fair,
Game's gone back to the drawing board twice.
A year and a half ago, they said the game was not coming out because of all the creative differences and all the restarts. So technically, even though the game was announced 10 years ago, they could have rushed it recently.
Yeah, that's true.
And since the motion on the ground, running around off the ship feels jankier now than it did during the beta where we had the watermarks.
Coconuts.
I'm good.
Yeah, I know you are.
I went to pick one up the other day and I about got smacked. I'm like, I can pick the damn thing up, I just can't eat it.
So what the fuck are you doing?
Right. Well, then I come in here, I come in the house, and the cat had been up on the table and knocked a tube of something off onto the floor. I didn't know if it was the wife's or the kids, so I bent down and picked it up. And all I saw was like the word coconut on it before the missus registered what it was and snatched it out of my hand like I was holding a fucking lit candle under my hand. It's some coconut, papaya, mango friggin' shampoo or fucking conditioner that she had brought home from Hawaii. I don't even know how that got down here. I don't know how that's still in the house. I don't know where, like it was probably on the table. So go wash your hands right now. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm not 3.
Are you sure you're not?
You want to go to the emergency room? I think you spent enough time in the hospital this week, don't you? Like, it wasn't for me, though. Like, I'm getting cussed at for spending time in the hospital with my granddaughter, for fuck's sake. My mother's like...
To be fair, I wouldn't want to spend any more time in the hospital, even if it was for the granddaughter.
I mean, we didn't stay very long. I was up there, I sat down, I held her, I sat in what my son referred to as the farty chair. He didn't warn me before I sat in it. Every time he moved, the chair that was vinyl and it would rub against itself and fart.
Yeah.
First thing out of my wife's mouth is, don't even try and blame that on her. I'm like, I'm not, that's the chair. Sure. So I moved into the chair and the chair did it again. I'm like, uh-huh. It's the chair, and of course my son chimes in to save me because he knows I'm never going to hear the end of this farting in the chair thing. Oh no, it's the chair. Every time I moved last night, it woke her up, and she wanted to kill me. So.
You show that beast.
Fuck that shark.
Good. Saw something that one of my female friends posted about her ex.
Yeah.
Says, I don't hate him. I just hope his next blowjob comes from a shark.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can feel the love in that statement. I really can. She said, you shut up. Nobody asked you. You have all kinds of smart ass answers. I'm like, somebody has to, goddammit.
There are other answers?
I have answers. What's that thing that Dinklage used to say? I drink and I know stuff. Well, I drink soda and I know stuff. Told the kids the other day I needed a beer. Root beer would be fine. So my wife, bless her, went to the marketplace at work to buy me a root beer, only to find one of the guys that she works with who's on some fucked up ass diet where he can't have carbs, buying the last 2 root beers. Why did
I
you
like
send me
root
a
beer.
thing that said Powerball?
Oh, I was meant for text. Tiff. She asked what I ordered today.
I know. I watched you eat the fucking. There were jokes talking about something that you should do after you eat Taco Bell. You have to power the bowl. Somebody posted a toilet and it looked like it had a droid on the back of it,
Yeah.
and they called it the Turdinator. I'm like, yep, I can see that. Like, I guess it's better than sitting on a skull and shitting, and it really has shit for brains. Saw that toilet too. Anybody want to take a spooky dookie? I'm like, why? It's got shit for brains. They're like, I didn't even think of that. I'm like, right. Your first 3 words covered it. I didn't think.
There! No such thing as too much wood, Captain!
Oh, gods. Why am I so wiped out of it? Oh, right. Because being a character fucking requires energy. You're not used to this shit. Take a fucking 6-week vacation, see how that works for you. You're out of breath fucking an hour into the stream. Jesus Christ, 2 hours. Powered through that one, didn't we?
Yep.
Good.
Oh, come on.
Get a towel and wipe it. You won't have that problem. I'd say finish inside of her, but we already seen what happens after that. You have a small child screaming at you. All fine and dandy right now. Oh, the kid's cute. Not asking why and screaming every 15 seconds. Why? They call it the terrible twos. That's just when it starts. It doesn't stop until they're adults. Even then, it may not stop.
It's because I don't have cannons yet, Dick.
Maybe you should have bought some.
You didn't have the money.
Right? You have to do the stuff first.
Doing a good job. It's broke deck Jesus. Not to
Yep.
be confused with the broke back Jesus. That's a whole different porn category.
Yikes.
Or bareback Jesus. That's again. Whew, I'll show you the son of God. Oh.
Damn.
Woo-wee.
Everybody's like, back away from Dave slowly. Lightning coming in hot.
Right.
Come on now. I'm living proof that God had a sense of humor. Are you shitting me? Also, I'm all proof that when they made me, they broke the mold because they were like, fuck, how did that one get loose? Break that so we don't create another one. That's going to be a problem.
Watch what you're doing next time.
Who the fuck knocked that off of my table?
Damn it, clean up your workstation.
Jesus, what the hell are you doing?
You don't like these jokes. You should probably leave now, because they're just going to get worse.
It's probably not going to get better. I'm just saying. And remember, Jesus loves you. Terms and conditions apply. See the Bible. My
Welcome back,
Christian,
Dave.
my Christian family members loved that joke, by the way. They loved it. As a matter of fact, I received a sternly worded message from a person who I didn't think was online about that joke. And I'm like, but they do. Terms and conditions do apply. You have to follow the rules of the Bible. Otherwise, Jesus is like, get out! Why don't you ask Adam and Eve what happened when they didn't listen to the rules? He threw them out of the Garden of Eden. And they're like, I hate that what you just said makes sense. But that's not it. I'm like, that's exactly it. Satan didn't listen. He tossed him out of heaven. Adam and Eve, they ate the pomegranate, the apple, the pomegranate, because they don't have apples in the Middle East, motherfucker. Right out! Get out of the pool! Out, get out, everybody. Like, the apple is a thing that they just made the adjustment to so that people here in Morocco, because nobody here in Morocco eats fucking pomegranates, or at least didn't.
Nobody knows
fucking
what a
10 years
fucking
ago.
pomegranate is here.
Oh, they do now.
Well, now
Because pomegranate is every fucking where and has been since fucking avocado toast. Thank you, fucking millennials. We just take some avocado and put it on toast. We put butter on that shit, bitch. Fucking get out of here with your weird fruit stuff.
Carrying something special.
Is that
Okay,
fast
Mike,
travel? Can I fast
You
travel?
laughed at me the other day. I had a taco bowl similar to what you had.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the beef, and I'm sitting there eating it with a fork. And she's looking at me going, not gonna eat any, you need chips with that? I'm like, carbs. And she's like, you're not diabetic. I'm like, no. Then why no carbs? I'm like, fat. Scale
Just
said step
fat.
off. I don't know how any more direct I can be. When I stepped on the scale, it legitimately said step off right on it.
I mean, mine did too. Literally, it says it.
Right.
It's done. It says step off.
Now, I didn't know at the time when I stepped on the fucking thing that you had to wait for it to say step off, then it gave you your weight. Because the assistant in the doctor's office didn't tell me that. So I was like, man, that's a rude-ass motherfucking scale. I need to get me one of these.
I need that kind of hate in my life.
She's like, what do you mean? This motherfucking thing is telling me to step off. She's like, yeah. Then she broke it down to me. She said, does that. So then I read your weight. You have to step off of it, and then it gives me the weight. I'm like, oh. I see her. I thought the fucking thing was just being obnoxious, and it hurt my feelings. I was enjoying that. Something that hurt my feelings. It was an inanimate object. I was beginning to feel like a member of society again.
Oh, Dave.
That billboard hurt my feelings. Why?
You know,
Because it said
I
hello?
bought Cult of the Lamb, right?
Right.
Guess what my cult's name is?
Cancel culture?
No. Although that's a good one, too.
Butthurt Academy? I don't know what.
Catholicism.
Eh. I figured you'd go big or go home, like, you know, the cult of 45.
I mean,
And I'm going to say this, and I know that politics is usually not our thing, but I watched a person wearing a Trump hat who claimed to be a Trump supporter say maybe that's what we need in this country is a dictator. Maybe after 4 years of having a dictator, then we can get another president. I'm like, that's not how a dictator works, you dummy. You need to open the fucking goddamn English language dictionary.
now I'm facepalming. Now I'm facepalming.
Like, and I'm not joking. Like, this was a fucking legitimate interview with a news channel at a Trump rally, and several members that were gathered at this Trump rally said it. Hey, maybe a dictator won't be so bad. Like, why don't you just stand there and go, Heil Hitler? It's about the same because his last name is D-R-U-M-F. Or D-R-U-M-P-F, Drumpf, and he is Deutschland. Might as well fucking let it fly, right? Everybody knows his last name is Trump. I'm like, his last name is not Trump. Trump is the last name that he uses. His original last name and his real family name is Drumpf, Drumpf. So which I can understand why he would go by Trump instead, because Drumpf sounds like something you've done after a drunken night, and you hit the restroom. You took a Drumpf.
Trump, meanwhile, makes you sound like a good card player.
That's right. Or a good con man. Either way.
Either way.
But I mean, I legitimately saw that shit, and I'm like, y'all, I can't make this up. I just can't. Then somebody's like, Biden is evil. He is Satan incarnate. He's a pedophile. I'm like, maybe you don't understand what a pedophile is. How is he a pedophile? Well, he sniffed that woman's hair. Okay, you use the word sniffed and woman and hair. Now, see, pedophiles are usually in charge. They usually commit sexual acts of deviance with small children, like grabbing them by the pussy when they're under the age of 18 at the Miss Teen USA contest. I'm just saying. Don't get me wrong. I think sniffing fucking random people's hair is creepy as shit.
Oh yeah,
it's
definitely that.
There's also would you vote for Trump or Biden? I'm like, I'll vote for anybody else. I don't give a shit. Somebody that's not 80 and losing their mental faculties, please. Anybody. You could run fucking Jesus Jones up there, and I would vote for you. You could run Osmosis Jones up there. For those of you who don't get that reference, just Google Osmosis Jones. The rest of us who are old enough to understand the cartoon, we get that. But for those of you who aren't old enough, Google Osmosis Jones. Then you'll understand the joke. I mean, really, I would vote for Mickey Well, no, I wouldn't, because then we'd have to deal with more fucking dumb.
Then Disney owns the world. Stop it.
No, Disney doesn't own Mickey Mouse anymore. Ha ha! They don't own him.
Wait, what?
How the fuck are you Disney? You own fucking Star Wars. You own Marvel, but you don't own your own goddamn mascot anymore. Somebody's fired. That's all I'm saying. I don't give a fuck who. Fire them all. Every one of them. You don't own Mickey. They do not own the copyright to Mickey Mouse anymore.
When the fuck did that happen?
Right. End of last year, beginning of this year.
I was worried you would not make it back.
But how?
I don't know how. I just saw it and went, what kind of a world do we live in where a man creates a mouse? And 95 years later, the people that he's left behind to run his business lose ownership of that mouse, even though they own everything else on the face of the fucking planet, save for Russia. And because nobody wants to own Russia, Disney does not own Russia. Just saying.
My brain hurts.
I mean, they might. That would explain why Putin walks around and moves his mouth like he's got a hand up his ass, because he's a puppet. Oh. Said what I said.
You did. That you did.
Oh my God. I just don't. He's like, man, all this angst, you built this shit over fucking 6 weeks. You were supposed to be chilling. What the fuck? I actually have been. Can you imagine if I'd fucking continued down that stressful path that
Oh, nah, dude. You needed to chill. You needed a break.
The last 3 months of 23 like to about killed me. With all the family shit going on with my youngest son and all of that stuff, it just put so much stress on me that I just needed to step away. Okay. And I feel terrible because I'm like, I just walked away from everybody. Like, I gotta walk away, guys. Like, I love you. I gotta get the fuck away from everybody right now. I just need to put my head in a bucket somewhere. Hopefully it's not got water in it, otherwise breathing's gonna be hard.
My ass was like, all right, Dave's taking a breather. I'm just gonna check on him every once in a while, and
yeah, I was just I needed. I very rarely need downtime. I mean, how often have I stepped away for 6 weeks in the time that we've known each other? You know what I mean?
Right.
So when I'm like, I gotta take a mental break. I can't. I'm fried. I'm cooked. I might as well just go smoke a pound of fucking marijuana and see.
Well, I mean, considering every day, usually we're sending each other memes back and forth all day long, randomly.
Right. And I
to get a text message a week. Like,
right. I'm like going. I even went so far as I joined a group called Sick Fucks on Facebook.
okay.
And they are definitely a group of sick fucks because I needed to recharge my dark humor battery. I mean, I needed something so fucking dark and distasteful that made me laugh. That, like chocolate straight out the bean. That's how bad it was.
Do you have business for me?
And everybody's like, and most of it was sexually related humor. Shocking with me. I know.
Totally shocking.
But like I found one that's a woman and it's this fitting room and she's got her skirt hiked up and she's got her back to the fitting room and the curtains pulled to the side a little bit. It just fits just right. So I mean,
AJ thought that was funny.
yeah, I mean, AJ is right there laughing with Dad. It means Dad's gonna be in deep shit. But I mean,
Dad's already in deep shit. What are you talking about?
wipe her ass, she won't have that problem. Oh. Anyway,
It made
I'm
me
not
think of
wrong.
Jurassic Park. That's a big pile of shit.
How are you gonna say that about your friend, knowing that he's not Caucasian? That's not very nice. It's not very nice.
Who needs nice anyway? Fuck it.
But like, I will have to send you the bat signal meme because I'm not going to explain it on stream because holy shit. No, don't worry, Kay. It'll be sent to Facebook for you. I'm not putting it. Let's give you an idea how bad this is. I'm not going to put it in Discord. I'm not even going to put it in the NSFW fucking portion of Discord. That's how bad this is. And it was shit like that that kind of got me laughing and back to the. I really needed a mental break, and of all days for me to come back, it's the 11th anniversary of my father-in-law passing away. So my wife has been a mental fucking wreck for the last couple of days. Well, technically, the baby was Penelope was supposed to be born yesterday, as far as induction went. So had mom's blood pressure not spiked the way it did last week, we'd be at the hospital with the new baby today. And oof. Given the fact that my wife started bawling while we were eating in Burger King, the kid that waited on us came around the corner and just saw her crying and then went back and got his manager like we were fighting or something. And I'm like, we're good. And the manager walked through like 4 times to check on us. We're just sitting there talking, and we started. Once she got over her breakdown and she started laughing and telling jokes again, the manager went back behind the counter and I'm like, what are you going to do? Call the police? Because my wife started crying in Burger King. Because, tomorrow's the anniversary of her father passing away, and it's kind of been a rough fucking couple of days. So, I mean, I picked a hell of a day to be back. I know, look at all the sadness that I just draped on this conversation.
I mean,
but at the same time,
I was surprised when you were like, I'm headed to Discord. I'm like, all right, fuck. Let's go.
I've needed. I really have needed human interaction probably more since like the 7th of the month. And with Penelope being born, fortunately, I got human interaction that I didn't necessarily want, like my daughter-in-law's mom. I had to go get her from across town in the rough neighborhood. As a matter of fact, I told my daughter-in-law when I was on my way to get her, tell her if I get shot at, she's paying for my new underwear. I mean, that was what I said to my daughter-in-law as I was walking out of my son's, out of their house to go get her mother. Is if I get shot at, your mother is buying me new underwear because I'm going to shit my pants. I was not prepared for that, neither was she. But I've just found that being around people has kind of eased me back into, hey, I'm a little I've been stressed out, but not the way I was. It's a good stress. Like, dealing with other people's stupidity stress. You know, the things that usually get me going on my rants, like the car accident at the wife's plant where one dumbass rear-ended the other dumbass, and they both fucking go to the exit and both turn in the same direction. Just dumbass number two was looking at his phone instead of the big white fucking truck in front of him, which I would understand. The big white fucking truck would be a problem if it were snowing. It's February. While it snowed here for about 10 minutes, there is no snow on the ground. There hasn't been any snow here since fucking early January. For those of you who don't know, I live in the mitten. I live in a fucking state shaped like a piece of winter apparel. It's supposed to snow here from December until April. There's nothing. Tennessee has 9 inches of snow in some places. I'm just fucking saying. Global warming is a myth. It's not that the globe is warming, just the heat belts are fucking moving around on the planet just to fuck with us all. That's what it is. Meanwhile, Monkey's trying to buy armor and not piss his pants.
Ship armor. Ship armor.
Well, yeah. Of course, if you're not careful and you get the wrong fucking consonant in there, your ship armor becomes shit armor, and then you're sunk.
Yeah.
Also, where the fuck did you go?
China.
You're not on screen anymore.
That should be.
Like your camera is gone completely. Because I see the blacksmith and I see your options and I see the thing that says blacksmith over here and support your fleet and all this stuff on the left hand side of the screen, but your image is completely gone from my screen.
That's weird.
It's Twitch. They probably were like, oh, we got to get this fucker off camera. He's eating.
It might have been that. Could have been. Could have been.
I don't fucking know.
But it's showing on my shit, so I don't know.
Maybe it's just because you're in the store and it zoomed in. I don't know.
And maybe. I just knocked my fork into the trash can. That was awesome.
Hey, I know that with some of your exes, you had to put a trash bag over it, but quit forking around in the trash.
You can't help it.
You have no idea. I'm sitting there going, serve this up right down the middle. I know Kay's right with me on that.
Well, oh, hold on. I should say couldn't help it.
Why is it telling me to log into Twitch? I am logged into Twitch. The fuck?
How the hell are you not logged into Twitch if you're streaming? I have questions.
Right.
Hey, Amazon, I know you're listening because you hear everything. Fix your shit.
Well, it's for that fucking shit for Black Flag, or Skull and Bone Black Flag. You know what I meant.
Well, you know what? You came out and your thing says First Blood. I still don't see Monkey. AJ's saying she doesn't see Monkey either. And on that note, I have to... Holy shit, it's 10 after fucking 3. I got to get across town like yesterday.
Yeah, hey. Go pick up your peoples.
Only have one people to pick up. The other 2 are off work.
Oh,
until
yeah,
the end
that's
of the
right.
month.
That's right.
One of them's off to the end of the month. The other one's off to whenever the fuck she's deigned to go back.
Shit.
Oh, look, you came back. Such a pretty boat.
We could use more repair kits, Captain.
Ship.
Use the skills and secrets of Saint Anne to your advantage, Captain, and give rise to your tale. Finished up around here, Captain?
Name the monkey Jack.
Ready to head back to sea, Captain? We're low on repair kits. Let's not push our luck. Hey, Captain, going aboard?
Why the hell did it get to? Oh, that's right. Dave had to run. Oh.
Why is it so fucking quiet? Oh yeah.
Hey, wanna set sail?
I missed something in this puzzle. Pissing me off.
Don't like your puzzles?
I'm working on it.
Don't forget to get us enough repair kits. Captain, grab your spyglass so we can identify those French leechers.
From outcast to Keegan was born upon the sea. There was meant to walk the land, a pirate's life for me. Last year winding up the sails, don't speak to mutiny. Find yourself a wanton port, bottom of the sea. Yo ho, yo ho, the seas forever roll. Yo ho, yo
extremely annoying me.
Yeah, now I'm doing what I wanted to do. Pirating. Yeah.
Oh my god. And the missed jumps. They're not helping either.
They'll show those bastards who they're dealing with! From the distance! Towards the starboard!
Hey, did you play Black Flag? Assassin's
Nope.
Creed? Oh,
I
man.
did not. I played like a little bit of it, but didn't really get far. I played like maybe a half hour and lost taste.
Oh, yeah, you didn't get far enough in that game.
The wind is against us, Captain!
God damn it.
Fire away! Let it be their place to lay! Weapon here! Fully fire, Captain!
So you want to do this, pal?
Hold steady!
I gotta be missing something fucking stupid.
We've caught the wind!
Playing?
What was it, Shadow?
Castlevania? Hmm.
It's gotta be something real fucking stupid.
That's our target ship!
Isn't it usually?
Be ready! Let this running wind take us!
Excellent aim, time to get close.
I don't know what.
Come on, Captain! We will shoot some more! Très bien! Keep running, people! This is how legends do it, Captain!
I didn't just board the ship and take all of its loot.
Pirate!
That's right. Good damn, Skippy.
This is really fucking...
Uh-oh. The wild lizard barking again. Fast travel unit.
Can't do one.
Oh, someone is actually at my doorbell. I'll be right back.
On.
Anywho. Drove my boat into a rock.
Dope. You ran around.
Time to earn your fucking pay!
Oh, that was a bad idea, apparently.
To the position! Hey! They're shooting us! Hold back!
I attacked a fort. Probably wasn't a smart move right now. It was definitely not a smart move right now. Time to get missing. Fuck, we don't. We're gonna get our ass kicked.
More repair kits if we run into trouble. Give us a minute to recover our strength.
What the fuck?
They are safe inside, Captain!
Oh shit, there's a storm behind me. Fuck.
We must lighten the hole!
Captain, what do we toss?
Yo.
Fog! Rolling in, Captain!
In the heat of the forge, the blacksmith of St. Anne tries to reshape his soul.
There's no fucking way.
Tanata Ana.
We're back! Prepare the anchor!
That's a lot of boats.
Okay, I figured it out.
I have mail. I like mail. I like stuff.
If metalwork is what you need, my anvil. Those frogs barely put up a fight, eh? You did good, mate. Tales of your victory grow taller with every talon. Now you've impressed the other parts in St. Anne. They're looking to deal with you. I've also got more jobs if you're up to it. This next job will...
Oh, the guy's beating my ass.
See? Companion warships carry rare parts that I would pay well for. Sink the ships and the sea will swallow those parts. You'll need to board the ships.
Okay. Yellow and green's, well, red and green's yellow, right? No, it's like, I don't know. We'll find out.
Sure.
Pretty bad when you can't remember your freaking primary colors and all that crap.
All right. To be fair, I stopped thinking about that shit a long time ago.
If Skerlock vouches for you, then we can do business. Take good care of your ship.
My hands can make anything you need for your ship, Captaini. With grain on my fingertips is heavenly. Maybe we can do business again.
Damn it.
Never sailed with a drunk captain.
I've heard enough about you to know you'll do a decent job ferrying wares. What say you work for Tatamu? My connections in your ship will net us more coin than there are fish in the sea. You are greedy as a shark on the scent of blood. I think we'll get along fine. If you are willing, then heed my advice. Buy wares from me and sell them elsewhere for a profit. As long as I get a cut, we have a deal. Leave the information and contact details to me. Return when you are ready for big profits.
We were sailing 3 sheets to the wind. I'd be sobered up once we hit.
What will it be this time?
Way too early for that shit to be happening.
Yeah, what's up?
Yawning.
Time spent talking is money lost.
So our captain swings about in a low talking guy about good shit. Why, you said this was a tavern. It was. I found it right. Fucking quite the midship south.
Thomas the blacksmith is picky with his customers. Why waste one's talent on the underworld, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Captain, we setting off? The sea calls, Captain. Shall we answer?
No.
Pretty fun, Kay. Pretty fun.
Pretty fun, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I got a little bit of spare money. I'm thinking about it.
We can co-op it. Put a whole pirate crew together. Not to sell it or anything.
Did you ever find out if what's her name was involved in it?
No, I couldn't find anything. It just says, my mom's calling me. Hang on. You gonna be on for a minute, Kay?
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
I gotta run over memos real quick. I'm gonna shut down the stream, guys. I'll probably be back on here in a bit. I just gotta run over my grandmother's real quick. And then we'll get back into some pirating.